That episode is epic. That episode is telling you why we need Phaedra Parks. Phaedra Parks killed that shit. I am still laughing at that whole scene. It's so good, y'all. I don't know how they cut it, but I was there and I was just like, Jackie, oh my God. I was pinching the shit out of Jackie. It was insane. That thing is epic. Phaedra is epic for TV. I'm telling you, she is. She's an old messy bitch. She messy and she funny. Hail to the queen.
Hey everybody, welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in, please take this time to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future content. For my returning cousins, I missed y'all. I hope you guys had a great week and an even better weekend. But now, with our hearts clear, let's get into the video. Now, Dr. Heavenly told us to expect some drama this episode, and we weren't disappointed. If you haven't watched episode 5 yet, please be advised this is a spoiler. I repeat, this is a spoiler. Okay, so ever since the season 10 trailer premiered, one of the main questions circulating was who is in the casket. There was a lot of good guesses. The best guess I heard coming from y'all was that it was Mariah. And how epic would that have been if Queen Mariah Huck popped out of that casket? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'd probably still be on the floor right now if that was the case. Cause what? But no. It was y'all's nemesis, Miss Quad. I kind of figured it would be, just based off of how the episode was going, and as well as the interactions on the IG Live, which included Phaedra, Doctors Heavenly and Jackie, and Quad. And that's a whole nother story within itself. On the live they did during the show, the question of accountability was brought up. If anyone missed the intended purpose of Quad's popping out of that casket, let me help you out. Phaedra and Quad came up with the idea with the agreement in mind that Quad would not only address some issues with others in the group and forgive them, but she was also supposed to hear whatever it is they may have had to say and show humility by apologizing, which she didn't, of course. We all know Quad. It's not in her nature to humble herself. Actually, one of the rare times I've ever seen her do it was earlier in this episode with Dr. Heavenly. And I don't think any of us were expecting that. But anyway, back to the live, they were all basically asking Quad what happened, why she didn't stick to what they agreed on, and why she went on the defense. And as we all know, Quad is sensitive and a tad bit dramatic at times. And this time was no different. Now, Dr. Jackie, who I've seen get a spicy a couple of times during this live, she patiently tried explaining to Quad how her words and responses came off to the others. Well, from there, it became a back and forth match between Quad and Dr. Jackie. And you can kind of tell they were trying to tread lightly and not step on each other's toes. However, ultimately, Quad, again, on another rare instance, silenced herself prematurely upon Dr. Heavenly's request to end the live because she could tell things were going nowhere and at the same time getting kind of heated. And let me tell y'all, in this moment, I seen something I've never seen before. I will go into it more, but first I'd like you all to see it for yourselves because y'all know I called it. Watch this.
So it's like,
why can't keep saying I want a problem? I don't want a problem. Well, we are not.
Who wants a problem?
That's what somebody in the chat is saying. However, what I can't talk about is even when we got ready to start filming, we wanted to hear and connect, and we didn't.
Okay,
and
well,
so,
let's talk. Jackie, you are the one, and never the two, babe. I'm so happy we talked about filming. So the reason why I didn't come on board in terms of filming,
I'm not talking about coming on board.
But did you say the word filming? So let's talk about this filming.
I don't want you to break any fourth wall.
Guys, y'all get this kind of dark. I like my shit to be funny.
People have to understand because I never meant to mistreat you all. I'm telling you, I don't give a damn who's watching me right now. I never meant to mistreat you all, and I'm not gonna let somebody put that on me. If we're gonna talk about filming, let's talk about truly what would happen. They already know anyway. They sat there and they knew that I had not signed my contract because they knew that there were some other things that I was trying to work out concerning the contract.
Right.
It was never
everybody in the chat keeps saying, I don't want to understand. I want you to understand. That is how we felt. I felt. I'm going to speak for myself. I can't speak for the other ladies. Right. At that time, misunderstood, misconstrued, whatever was missing at the time, it was still missing. And I don't.
We should move on. I really do. I really think we should let this go because I think we're not gonna get anywhere with this, right? Yeah, Everybody feeling how they feel. So we're gonna let Phaedra move on, Quad. We're not gonna go into this because we got a whole reunion. We ain't gonna do all of this.
Yeah,
but what you want to say?
Well, no, what I'm saying is I'm getting a notice that I have to cut this live.
You know what I'm saying is it was never against you guys. And that's what I want to say.
it. I get it.
We receive that.
We understand that.
Okay.
We believe it.
Well, we hope you guys enjoy the live tonight. I think we had very interesting and intriguing conversation. We are all sisters at the end of the day. We are four powerful, beautiful Black women, courageous in everything we do. We sometimes don't read the room right. Sometimes we get it right. Sometimes we don't. But at the end of the day, we are Black women. We're going to stand together. We're going to make this thing work. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you, ladies.
I love you.
I want you all to have a good time. I didn't want it to go too dark. I didn't want to ham and a little
some
piece of
red
cobbler.
velvet cake.
So
Yes.
you treated us like some Black folks. You did. We did a good
Yeah.
job. Thank you for that. And we got to fighting in your funeral home, and I want to apologize to you for that.
I appreciate that because y'all didn't they didn't get to see everything, but it got quite heated. I was afraid at a few moments. I thought I was going to have to call him up security. But I love you ladies, and we're going to make this work, okay?
All right,
okay,
y'all
Ms.
have
Quad.
a good night. Bye-bye.
Miss Quad, okay.
Okay, sweetheart.
Bye, Jackie.
Bye, lovelies.
I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you too.
Good night.
Guys, did y'all see that look? She appeared to be literally fighting back tears. Now, she's still grieving. I know that look on her face, the look of trauma. She's seen something recently that some of us can only imagine. And I did do a video on that. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what I'm referring to, go watch that video. Guys, this was only 6 months ago. It took place after filming, so we won't see it on the show, but we can definitely see it here. She doesn't even appear to have the energy to even fight back. Now, to clarify, everything they're saying about her is absolutely true, but this is probably still a confusing time for her, which is why we're not getting that old quick-witted sassy Quad. And y'all already know Dr. Heavenly did, of course, have something to say in regards to this. She actually had a few things to say, as usual. While on a live with Carlos King last night, she made sure to touch a few points. I'm going to play some of them for y'all, and then we'll get into them right after.
I don't know if you watched our live, but it went kind of to the left, and I had to end the live because
what happened?
You know, we go live with Phaedra during the show. Me, Phaedra, Jackie, and Quad all went live last night during the show, and then they're playing it on the Bravo page as well now. So they actually picked it up for the Bravo.com page. And honestly, Carlos, I'm trying to be funny. Yes, I'm shady. Yes, I'm messy, but I don't want to go that deep. Yesterday, it almost went deep with Quad. She feels like we did her wrong.
Get into that. So let's get to the episode first, because a lot of people did not see the live, and I want you to talk to me about it. But first things first, it was nice to see that you and Quad were able to talk about it. And my favorite part is when you told her, "Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me, because you're gonna bring another side." I have never seen Quad simmer down.
Well, right? No, wasn't she talking to me crazy? Like, I don't like people talking to me crazy. Like, my man don't talk to me crazy, and he pay my bills. What are you mad about, girl? You know what I'm saying? You tried to renegotiate your contract. You really did. And it didn't work. And you came in 3-4 weeks later. Therefore, we didn't see you. That's why I was so happy to see her at the bridal shower, because I didn't know if Quad was coming at all. So are you mad because of Sweet Tea being on the show? Or are you mad because you couldn't capitalize that Sweet Tea is on the show? When we finish filming, and this is a fact, Quad is not our friend off camera. Like, she don't call us. She don't reach out to us. She with the housewives girls, them girls that be going to the thing, and and they looking for men, and I get that they go to Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, and all over there to Africa and try to find the men, and they, thirst trapping for the gram, and they naked and all of that. Quad with them women. So when the camera start rolling, Quad starts reaching back out, or don't. This year, and I know Quad gonna be mad. I know she's gonna be mad, but this is my truth. This is what I really think. I had not heard from Quad since the reunion. Now, this is before I took a picture with Sweet Tea. I get that you're going to use this as a scapegoat, saying, yeah, you took a picture with my... Quad don't give a damn about that girl. She don't. I'm telling you, she don't. She didn't give a damn about that man, in my opinion. She might have at one point in time.
Do you think Quad ever loved Dr. G?
I don't know. I don't think so.
What did she do to make you think she didn't love Dr. G?
She just didn't. I ain't gonna say she didn't love the man. Now you throw her. I just never thought she was just that into him.
Okay.
I just never, for me, knowing her, she might say she was at one point in time, but she said he was so mean to her that over time, the love, even the like, or, it just went away. But like he says, he had been taking care of her since the day he met her. Now, if Mariah is a liar, I don't know. But Mariah said that she was living with her and then Dr. G took her in. Don't get the story wrong.
Mariah Huck allegedly said that Quad was living with her and her husband.
The word she used was homeless.
Audience, that y'all felt that Quad thought she was better than the show. Y'all felt, and stop me when I'm wrong. Based on that scene, it appeared to me y'all felt that Quad thought she was better than y'all, that Quad didn't need y'all, that Quad was the show, the star of the show. When I think Simone said, do you want to work with us on equal footing? And Quad said, yes, I will work with you guys on equal footing, and I need y'all need me. I said, okay, they're talking about the show. Did Quad make it seem like to y'all that she was better than y'all and the star of the show?
But yes, Quad thought that she's the show, like the show would not go on without her. And based on me being a professional, I know that this shit can go on without anybody. Yes, Quad thought that she was indispensable. She felt like we needed her.
Quad feels like you guys iced her out though.
No, well, the interesting thing is Quad iced herself out. She stopped calling us, which she does every year. This ain't nothing new, okay? And then we feel like, we're a group and we stick together. That's the way we grow, divided we fall, together we can do bigger and better things. Quad always goes off on her own.
Okay.
It ain't really a good reason to tell me you mad at Quad, because the rumors that you cheating, I never thought they were true, but we all repeated it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to be mad at Quad, be mad at me. So it don't make sense. And if you break in, Anila was the ringleader on that break-in. And you friends with Anila. So why are you still mad at Quad? That's what doesn't make sense to me. The things you're saying you're mad at Quad with, other people did, but you're not mad at them. So to answer your question, why Toy don't like Quad, I don't know. Sometimes you just don't like people. And I'd rather you just say that, bitch, I don't like you, Heavenly, because you're too damn loud.
The fans are asking if Toya if Toya is jealous of Quad's fame and how she became a superstar.
Now, the only thing I might say is she might be jealous of Quad's freedom. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that if there's anything to be jealous of, that would be the only thing. You know what I'm saying?
Quad's freedom as a single woman who could get dick in Africa.
Absolutely.
So what did Phaedra say to Sweet Tea that we didn't see?
Oh, she just read her for Phil. You know how sweet she say stuff like, your husband is older than your parents. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a lot. And I wish they would have played it because it was powerfully Phaedra. That was why we hired her. You see?
I was just about to say that. Listen, I worked with Phaedra from season 3 to season 9. Say what you want about Phaedra. Phaedra's good TV. And when Phaedra is wind up, she gonna give you a nice, nasty Dorinda Clark Cole church girl read.
Without raising her voice.
Phaedra will never raise her voice. Now, she may raise up the telephone and call some people on you, child, but she ain't raising her voice to you, baby, allegedly. Now, me as an audience member and a fan and a producer, we're all disappointed that we're not seeing the Phaedra who was on Atlanta Housewives. And it's sad because you're telling me, like, no, Carlos, she read Sweet Tea. Because all we see in scenes with Phaedra is, yes, ma'am, I know that's... Like, the scene with you and Quad, that Phaedra didn't have to be there because she didn't say anything. So we as the audience, we want to see Phaedra from Atlanta Housewives who told next week y'all going to the winery. And what can we expect before we move on to the fan questions? Then we gotta go.
Phaedra is going to have another outstanding episode. I don't know what they're gonna play now. I'm just saying. Phaedra's gonna show her Phaedra issues.
Is she gonna read somebody?
Not so much as read. I can't give it to you. But what I'm saying is keep watching and understand what I just said. Phaedra's a little bit frustrated, as is the whole group. That Quad jumped out that casket and did not do what Phaedra and Quad talked about, her representing herself to the group and owning that she did wrong in the group. Now, we all did wrong to each other, but the whole thing is Quad hadn't been around. Quad was supposed to jump out of that casket and say, hey, you know what? I apologize to y'all, like Jackie did Buffy. You know what I'm saying? And say you're sorry. Not, what about what you did to me? What about what you did to me? Oh, you know what I mean? That the crab boy, y'all treated me this way. What about you?
Do Phaedra and Quad get into it?
Man, your business, Carlos. Tune in next week. Episode 6.
Okay, so I know that was a lot, but no worries, because I'm about to chop it all up for you guys. Starting with them edited scenes. So at the beginning of this video, I played y'all a clip of Dr. Heavenly's live from last week, expressing how excited the next week's episode would be due to how crazy and off the wall Phaedra would be. However, we didn't get to see that because according to Dr. Heavenly, they took it out. And I wondered to myself, why? Why would they cut out all the juicy parts? And after pondering, I came up with my hypothesis. Okay, hear me out. According to ratings, Married to Medicine is creeping up to the top spot. It's currently neck and neck with the Real Housewives of Potomac. Even though we know Married to Medicine is better than Potomac. Let's just be honest. But there are still some that feel that it'll never be good enough in Bravo's eyes. To take that top time slot? Yeah, especially not if Bravo production has anything to do with it. Real Housewives of Atlanta was in that top slot for a while, and a great deal of that had to do with Nene Leakes and Phaedra. Now that Phaedra is on Married to Medicine, if she were to unleash her full potential and they decide to keep the footage in there, uncut for all of us to see, Bravo would then have no choice. It would knock Real Housewives of Potomac right out of that top spot and send the numbers soaring. So I believe this is the network's way of keeping their top show priority through editing and control. Because why else would they cut out the juiciest parts? I'd give a whole paycheck just to see the uncut footage of all the horrid things she said to Sweet Tea at that funeral. Because at this point, if we're being fair, they're only using Phaedra's image to boost the ratings, and she's not being utilized to her fullest potential. But anyway, moving on, next I would like to talk about the Toya and Quad beef real quick. Without going into too much detail, I would like to just pause the video right here and say, I told y'all so. In my last video, I gave my best guess to a question that's been plaguing us all for years, which was, why does Toya still not like Quad? And my guess was, well, let's just hop back into our time machines to last week and see. Like the whole Toya and Quad beef, everybody keeps saying they don't know why these two women aren't or can't get along, and since everyone wants to play dumb, I'm gonna tell y'all why. There's a competition going on. An invisible one, but a competition nonetheless. Now hear me out, because this is just my opinion. Don't come for me, I can't fight. Before Sweet Tea, Quad was the youngest in the group. Before her, it was Toya. In enters a woman with a natural bombshell physique, and I believe Toya might have been threatened by that. Not to mention, Quad has an equally slick tongue, from Memphis at that could easily go toe-to-toe with words and tussle too if need be. And let's hypothetically say Toya is sick of Eugene. She could very well envy Quad's independence and freedom. Or maybe Toya is outsmarting us all and actually likes Quad, but it's keeping the beef going for the show. Either way, it's starting to give hater vibes, I'm just saying. Next, I want to... Man, do I be calling it or what? Me and Dr. Heavenly practically said the same exact thing. Well, anyway, this is proof that y'all can trust me. I won't lead y'all astray. I mean, honestly, I do feel like Miss Cleo right now. Next, let's talk about Dr. Alicia and her ghostly presence on the show. She hardly ever speaks, but she's always sort of looming about. Like, what is your purpose here, ma'am? I feel like if Quad hadn't taken so long to renegotiate her contract, Dr. Alicia wouldn't even be on the show. She's a placeholder, I feel, because apparently she had a lot to say too during filming, but they cut a lot of her scenes out as well. Literally Literally, the most interesting thing we've seen from her was when she was explaining to her husband what happened at the bachelorette party, which was over dramatic and completely cringy. But that's basically all we've seen. But Quad is back now. Even though that funeral did kind of give me cringy vibes, it also gave me Mariah Huck vibes. Dr. Heavenly mentioned to Carlos that she couldn't think of anyone else that would create a scene like Phaedra did with that funeral scene, and I immediately called cap. All lies, because that messy theatrical event had Huck written all over it. Man, I miss that lady. Mariah, if you're watching this, please come back, or at least create another show we can watch with you on it. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about what we could possibly expect next week. Dr. Heavenly hinted that there may be some sort of squabble between Quad and Phaedra, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if they cut this stuff out of the scene, I'm hopping on a plane and going all the way to Burbank, California to Bravo headquarters or wherever it is and wearing them out. Because like, why y'all did that? I want to see it all. I really feel like they're holding back this season. In every episode, it kind of feels like something is missing, and it's driving me insane because for the life of me, I really can't figure out what it is, but maybe y'all do. What is it missing, y'all? What would y'all like to see more of? Do you guys feel like they need to unleash Phaedra? Is there anybody on here that feels bad for Miss Quad on that live? Is Dr. Alicia going to last another season? Y'all let me know. And after y'all have commented, please like this video. It is a free way y'all can help y'all cousin out. And then make sure y'all go follow our new social media pages as well. But I hope y'all have a good and blessed work week, and I'll see you guys back here in a few days. Until next time, cousins, bye.